Hello, you cunts.
Hello.
We're back.
Well. Things are heating up, certainly within the World Cup, and we've had some, as always, some shockers. We've had some fun, and we're also going into round 3, which is probably the most pinnacle round. Mainly because this is where you want the most people to be, you want to pick up the most points, and ultimately it starts to shape the leaderboard, which is always probably the most entertaining and interesting thing within this. Yeah. How does someone know I was wearing a yeet top? Anyway.
It's been a weird week. Lots of surprises again in the World Cup.
Indeed. I mean, you guys can happily talk about those surprises and fire at me what you want to talk about first.
Wow. I think one of the biggest upsets this week we've seen was Adam Smush defeating Doomsayer.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah. Team Heresy taking a bit of a blow this week.
I mean, yeah and no. I mean, Josh can talk on this in a second. They haven't lost any more people than everyone else has lost. They're still top of the table because they got the 1 point from the promo of the round in the last round, and because of the 3 people they got, the 4 in round 1 and then 3 in round 2, still puts them in quite a heavy position. So it's very tight, but they've lost no less than anyone else.
How are you feeling, Josh?
I'm feeling good.
Casey?
Hey man, it's a strategy. We went with it. I'm happy with it. Round 3 is going to be a motherfucker. That's all I know.
So, if you could choose who you would love to face in round 3, who would it be?
Oh, the matches I'd like to see.
Yeah. And Josh, who would you like to face?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go through who's actually left in round 3. I think that's an easy sort of gateway into that, and then we can discuss that. So, Team UWO have 3 individuals left. That is Glenn Sexton, Toa, and Gully Guns. Heresy Team 1 have 3 individuals left as well, with BD30, Bong Daddy, who's on screen with us now, Alstraya, and Beast. SWA Team 2 has 1 person left in Phil Marshall. Pandemonium has Do Not Resuscitate, DNR, Nathaniel Rage, and Adam Smush. BWO, UWDW Foundation Team 2 has Jay Menace and AT, Antoine Tate. And then BWO Foundation Team 1 has Franklin Benjamin, Vane, and BD Greatness. That is who we have left in this World Cup.
I'd like to see Smush and Bong Daddy. That'd be fun.
Fuck yeah.
I said this earlier, and I said at the bar earlier, and I just told those 2, but my dream match for this round is Beast versus Gully Guns.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Now, again, two people that have done very well in this competition so far, and definitely would say are two big heavyweights. So yeah, that would be interesting.
So Grant, what was the toughest match for you to judge in round 2?
There was two that were really, really hard to the point where I had to really scrutinise them. And the first one was Beast and Bobby Miller, Iceman. It came down to fine details, but that was a really tough one off the bat. And I think that was the third match I judged. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, this is tough now. This is only going to get tougher as we sort of go on. The other one was actually Jay Menace versus Onyx. That was incredibly tough for the same reason. It was very close. Onyx did a great job of storytelling, but it just came down to minor details, and Jay Menace took it away from him. But those are two matches that definitely could have swung a different way, depending on what I was picking up on. But no, I feel comfortable with the decisions I made, and the right people went through.
All right. Last question before anyone else moves on to things. Why are you a biased piece of shit? I'm joking, obviously.
I definitely think that can't be said. Believe me, that cannot be said. I think I in my head I wrote down everyone I thought was going to go through, and there was at least 5 matches that I got wrong myself. So that just tells you how unpredictable this can be, and there's definitely no bias.
I know. I just like being a cunt.
You're good at that.
I know, right? Fun.
Okay, so we'll look at the leaderboard, and then we'll get into it, and we'll see what actually comes of round 3. That's why everyone's here. So top of the leaderboard right now, first, the Heresy with 18 points. Second, the BWO Team 1 with 17 points. Third, UWO with 16 points. Fourth, the Pandemonium drops off a little bit, down to 10 points. BWO Team 2 have 9 points. EMP, that are now eliminated, have 6 points. SWA Team 2 are still active, have 4 points. Everyone else after that is eliminated. So we only have 6 active teams left as well.
So technically,
going into.
If Phil goes all the way here, he could pull SWA Team 2 out of last position in the team.
I've already worked it out. It's impossible.
Damn.
I've worked out the points that you can get. That it's for the draw. It's physically impossible.
Oh well.
I already did the maths on that one. Because that would have been a hell of a story, but no, it's not possible. Sorry, Dan, you're not getting a World Cup this year.
Ooh.
I mean, BD30 knows all about dragging people to a World Cup win. Robbie Copper.
Somebody's got to do it.
Well, it's true.
How is everyone today? Hats off to all who stepped their asses into this World Cup tournament, sorry.
Well, it's still a World Championship you're playing for as well, so technically. Yeah, no, it's interesting that people in the comment section as well, people who are watching, tell me what your favourite match was, what your favourite promo was, and tell me which matches you would like to see. And then, Dan, if you catch any of those, put them up and we can discuss.
I think Gully Guns was my favourite promo to watch.
I enjoyed it a lot. For what it was as well, he elevated it really well. He did great. About you, Casey, was there any that stood out to you in particular?
Casey's on mute.
Casey died. Died of embarrassment after a shit he pulled. Okay, so because of 3 team members from 3 different teams being eligible in this draw, I'm going to have to be very cautious. So if it does get down to it and I can't physically draw without accidentally having the people from the same team against each other, then it will be drawn in a fashion that makes it fair and still random. So essentially, if I was to get down to the final 5 and it's your final 6, sorry, and it's 1 from Heresy, 1 from SWA, 1 from Pandemonium, but then 3 still left from a UWO. The UWO guys will have to get picked individually against a random pose from the final 3. Just so we're clear with that, because it can happen. Because I've not done numbers this time. It is just everyone's name is in a pot. And that's how it'll be drawn. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Fab. All right, first name out. Do we go hot or heavy? It is Pandemonium's DNR.
Oh, Nathaniel Rage.
Yeah. DNR from Pan. And he will be going up against.
Gully Guns.
It doesn't look like it. Oh, he's sat with us right now. It's Bong Daddy.
Bong Daddy.
Heresy
Oh. DNR Bong Daddy. Nice.
There you go. There's your first match.
Hold on. I got to do this for the fans because anybody watching, if you know, you know. I'm the devil. Boogity, boogity, woogity, woogity, woogity. I'm the devil. Boogity, woogity, 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 woogity.
Understood.
What was that first match?
That is a good first match. I think all of these are going to be good in their own right. So number 2 out is AT from BWO Team 2.
Oh.
Nathan Roop is cutting his promo as we speak.
The second he heard the name, he ran to the woods.
He did. Oh shit! Here we go. It's reversed in round 3 because now it's a BOW Team 1 player in Vane going up against BWO Team 2's AT.
Oh.
So that is Vane from BWO Team 1 going up against AT from BWO Team 2. So I'm just going to cross them off, make sure we're doing this properly. Bong Daddy has gone. That was AT can no longer be drawn. Cool. Moving on. Match number 3 is Glenn Sexton from UWO. So Glenn.
It's going to be Beast.
And he will be going up against DB Greatness from BWO Team 1. That's an interesting one, especially with how they've been performing throughout this World Cup.
From a Heresy standpoint, that's a win-win for us. One of the teams that match us with 3 players is going down, so that works.
So the next name out was Gully Guns from UWO.
Gully!
And Gully will get... Benjamin Franklin from BWO Team 1.
Oh, damn.
That will be interesting.
Right. So Benjamin Franklin went, which is great because that's one of the 3 teams down to just 1 person left. And he got Gully Guns, which is getting rid of 2. So 2 and 2.
We got 2.
Right. Going into match number 5 will be Phil Marshall from SWA Team 2.
Philip.
And he will be going up against...
Beast Smush. He would love that. Beast Smush. Go on.
Adam Smush from Pantomime. Fuck me sideways.
I've done that twice now. I did that with Bong Daddy Ghost.
You did indeed. From Pan.
Get in.
So,
yes.
Smush is gone. Philly's gone. Right. Let me have a look at who's left here. Okay. There might need to do some fiddling here because there is still Strayer and Beast from Heresy Team 1. Glenn Sexton and Toa from UWO. Jay Menace from BWO Team 2. And DB Greatness from BWO Team.
Justin, Phil Marshall is facing Adam Smush.
Okay, right. Beast from Heresy Team 1. And he will be going up against... That can't happen. So that was Alstrayer's name that came up there. So that obviously can't happen.
I mean,
throwing one back.
We'll figure out. We'll flip a coin, take a dive.
Jay Menace from BWO Team 2. That's a good match. That's a very good match.
Mm.
Beast. Jay Menace gone. Which means this has to be that the UWO has to
Hi,
face
Casey. Hi, BD. Also, Ruby doesn't want to say hi to me and you, Grant.
disgusting behaviour.
I know.
Right. So that is Australia against UWO's Toa.
Oh, Justin's just said that as well. Toa versus Austria.
Well, it was the last match. So it's the only one it could be.
I like that, says Al.
Toa.
Some
Right.
really
So
good
that's
matches.
Heresy Team 1 and UWO. Okay, so let's go through the 7 matches. Didn't end up with a tangle there at the end, thank God. So we've got DNR from Pandemonium going up against DB30 from Heresy 1. We've got AT from BWO Team 2 going up against Vane from BWO Team 1. Then feeling what Heresy felt last round. Wonder if they'll pull the same tactic or go at it. Glenn Sexton from UWO will take on DB Greatness from BWO Team 1. Gully Guns from UWO will go up against Benjamin Franklin from BWO Team 1. Phil Marshall from SWA Team 2 will take on Adam Smush from Pansexual. Beast.
Did you say from pansexual?
Yes,
I might have done.
I might not look interested, but I'm paying attention.
Beast from Heresy Team 1 will go up against Jay Menace from BWO Team 2. And Australia's Heresy Team 1 will go up against Toa's UWO. Which match stands out?
Oh, Alan Toa, Bong Daddy DNR, Phil and Smush.
I'm going to say the one I'm really looking forward. Actually, there isn't any match here I'm not looking forward to. Looking at this from my perspective, Beast and Jay Menace, that's going to be heavy. Phil and Adam, fuck knows what the hell them two are going to do. Gully Guns and Benjamin Franklin, that's going to be good, hot, heavy. AT and Vane, bit of a civil war there. Glenn and DB Greatness. I said this when it got drawn. I'm really intrigued at this match, just because of the approach they've both taken so far. Glenn definitely elevated in round 2. And if he elevates again, I think he's going to put DB a bit on the back foot if he doesn't elevate himself either. That's my standpoint there. Australia Toa, again, I have no idea what I'm expecting from these two. Not a clue. But I'm excited.
Hopefully a good promo.
We can only hope. Although, do you know what I will say actually about Australia's promo? I actually thought it was very clever. The first half, anyone who watched the first like sort of 3/4 of the promo, which was him just going over his match with his opponent, in the style of sort of if you were backstage talking about a match as an actual professional wrestler. I actually thought that was quite clever. I quite enjoyed that for all the right reasons. It's just a shame we never got to see Seth come out and battle him, shall we say. Well, we did actually. Casey cut a promo for both of them.
Yes, I did.
Did not avoid the -2, however. But yeah,
Not worried about the points.
didn't matter at the time, did it?
No, not really. Not really.
Bravo, good move. So yeah, that's sort of where we start. This is the nitty gritty round now, because the next round will be worth 4 points. And yeah, only 7. So this is the round where there's no eliminations. Just for anyone that's not aware of how round 3 works, it's exactly the same as the last 2 years. So round 3, the 7 winners will go into one match to crown the overall champion. The 7 people who do not pick up the victory in round 3 will go into what's called a point scramble match. So there will be a 7-way match where the people that don't make it through to the final round will get a chance to battle for 2 points. Only one person in that match can pick up points. So that's 2 points up for grab for the winner of that. Plus, they are eligible for promo of the round and obviously promo of the tournament. That still needs to be handed out at the end. Promo of the round is always worth 1 point, and then promo of the tournament will be worth 2 points as normal. The winner of the final round, the top 7, will receive 7 points. Second place will receive 4, and third place will receive 3. The 4 people with the least better promos out of the 7 will receive none.
Yeah, we got our high.
Fabulous. So that's where we sit. That's what we're doing. Since we've got BD on, you've got 3 people in the round. You've got yourself the DNR. How are you feeling about that?
How am I feeling about it?
Yeah.
Good. I'm feeling good. I like Nathan. He's good to work with. I've worked with him in the past. I know he's excited for this. I know I don't scare him, and that's good because, I mean, I'm probably, I don't know, like 1,000 miles away from actually being able to get my hands on the guy. So why anybody is afraid of any of us is beyond me. But whatever.
It's true. It's very true. Very true.
I think he'll bring it. I think I'll have to block him so that I don't see his drop because I think he's witty and crafty like me, and he knows how to use things. And
yeah,
I think that we'll have a similar narrative at points. And I figured, you know, there was a 1 in 13 chance that it'd be him, so I'm ready for him.
That's fair. That's a fair way to look at it, especially as you know, you sort of had a few hours to look over the people that it could be. So I mean, it was, you know, technically it's even lower chance than that. It was a 1 in 11 chance.
Well,
you can't play for 2 people.
I'm doing
with you. I'm
doing Steiner math.
Oh, in that case, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yes, Gully Guns, let's go. You will be going up against none other than Benjamin Franklin again, who's someone that their first promo was interesting, definitely interesting. Second promo I found heavily entertaining. But you know what I've always said about the World Cup is if you do the same thing over and over again, it's not going to hit the next round as hard as it did the first. I think Bondaddy Reynolds that 2 years ago and was able to pull different directions, channel the opponent that we had, and pull out creativity in different ways, which ended up making him the overall champion, which was good. And yeah, it's anyone's ball game at this point because as we've already seen, there's already been some shockers. So let's go to the other heresy match, which is Beast versus Jay Menace. I don't know how much of Jay Menace's work you've been watching, but what are your thoughts there? From both of you, that could be either of you, since you're both heresy.
I will. Okay, so with Jay the Menace, I've watched both of his drops. I get it that like things that I like or things that I dislike are different from a lot of other people's. The way I look at his work is, first of all, I'm never a fan of editing. I'm never, as far as splicing shit goes. So I'm not cool with that.
We'll get onto that in a sec.
Yeah, and that's good. That's fine. I mean, it's all for your visual, pleasure and all that shit. Like I said, what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander, and I'm not the judge, so what I look for don't really fucking matter. So just my general opinion of watching the guy, I don't like seeing splices as a viewer, and I mean his verbiage when he goes on his little rampage when he's telling everybody when he's showing everybody how fast he can talk. It feels very schoolyard to me, like middle school. Like I remember, I'll you want to believe it? I'll prove it to you. Ben Gutowski, my friend. I went to school with Steve Gutowski from kindergarten through senior year, and Ben was his older brother. And Ben used to walk down the street and just start spitting off random shit. Okay, so I mean that was a 12-year-old fucking kid. So it doesn't. So he doesn't fuck up his words. He's very controlled and articulate. But I don't dig what he's saying, and which is weird because I'm a shit talker. So I mean, right?
I mean that's fair. That's fair to acknowledge, and it goes back to what I said just moments ago. just because it worked before against a certain opponent doesn't mean that it's going to work again. And go into the well one too many times, as we say, you can end up falling in, and it's definitely something that can happen. I think with a lot of matches, it has come down to the skills of some of the promos versus the skills that have sort of been missing. I think the worst thing that could happen to anyone in this tournament is that I've got to watch the match twice, because I watch it the first time and I'm I've got that head on that. Okay, what am I seeing? What's good? What's really screaming out at me? Which one grabbed me? Which one did all the right things? And if it's close, the second time I watch it, I'm looking at all the bad things, and I fine tooth comb. And I mean, I do it in a way in the first lot, but in the second time round, it's a lot more intense.
I can tell. I know that my brother was nervous about coming back. As all you know, my brother stepped away for a pretty long, decent amount of time, and it was just like, oh yeah, Josh calls me up. I'm going to do the World Cup. Haven't cut a promo in God knows how long, but screw it, I'll do it. And I think beating, and I apologize, DJB in round one boosted my brother's confidence up a lot. And this week's promo, like even Josh said it probably could have gone up for promo of the week. You know, because I thought it was that good.
It was definitely one in the contention, 100%.
So I think week by week, my brother's going to get more confident, and I kind of feel bad for the person that has to go against him. And I'm not saying this other kid's bad. It's just like you all said, you go to the well too many times. I don't think that's going to work against my brother.
And that's a fair analogy. So I've watched Beasts from UPW days and stuff like that, and I remember him first coming to the board. And something I am going to say, and this is something that Jerry Menace probably will need to go and do his homework about, is that the Beast from 2023, I think this Beast is better. I just looking at the work and remembering what he did in 2023, I genuinely believe that what I'm seeing right now, and whether that's that confidence boost or whatever,
let's put it this way,
that'll work.
I ain't never said this before, but I wouldn't have no problem taking second place to Beast this year. That's how good his shit is. And what he's going to put out in round 3, like, I'll vouch for that right now. We'll see you in round 4, Beastie.
That's good. And then that takes us to our next match. And Australia have taken on Toa. Toa has been very reserved, shall we say, I think, in what I've seen so far. And his ability to get through has been mainly down to more of his complete structure of his promo, or maybe some defects from his opponent. He can't rely on that with Australia, I don't believe. And if anyone thinks that's
not at all,
comment,
we tried to come in and he's going to get run over.
Hold on, you said you don't think Toa can run with Al?
No, I don't.
I think if Toa keeps, I think if Toa keeps doing what he does, doing at the minute, going to the well, if he comes out with something unpredictable and really goes out.
But, okay, and see, now this is where Justin's dick is going to get real hard. All right, this like Toa ain't going to approach this the way he did rounds 1 and 2. Like Toa, I went up against Toa not about a few months ago and saw that man cut a promo that would have wiped out any fucking promo I'd ever cut before. So Toa is absolutely playing fucking possum. Do they got them down there in fucking?
I hope so.
Where is he from? Where is he from? Like, he's like from the African part of Australia, right?
I don't want to say this wrong, but my family are from New Zealand, so I know it's the Maori is the top end, the north end. I'm not sure if it's different in Australia. I don't know.
Toa's sneaky good, especially in these one-on-ones.
Put it this way, I think if I end my EFED career and I never get to see Toa Tonga, I'm going to be so fucking pissed off.
What about Eno Toga? You could probably see that.
Maybe. So I mean that's we've gone over your guys' matches. Dan being here, I know you said you would like to see Phil versus Adam Smush. You got your wish again.
Yeah.
Where do you see this going?
I see this going completely entertainment.
Shit.
This is gonna be a battle of who can entertain the most. That's the way Adam goes with his promos. And I told you earlier on as well, Grant, and I told you as well, Josh. I've been entertained by Adam's promos lately. They've really been entertaining us. With Phil though, I've seen two different types, so I don't know what the fuck Phil's gonna do. Phil's capable of anything at this point.
My prediction for that match is Adam changes his ring name to Adam Squashed after this match.
Maybe it might happen. You know,
I'm
like I said, this
calling
is-
it now. Adam Smush puts on an English accent.
And I will call racism. Not having it. No, obviously this is going to be. I think this is going to be entertaining. Or Phil switches it the other way and goes what he did round 3, 2023. Very serious, very to the mark. He's got that in him. You know, you just don't know where these two are going to go.
No.
Is Adam going to put in the same effort? But then again, is Adam just going to show me what I've seen already in round 1 and 2, and I'm going to go, oh, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Or is Phil gonna, you know, because Phil's promo was quite short this time, and that was a bit of a worry to me. And again, it was only the completeness and the polishness of it that sort of saw him over the top. A lunatic who has asked for some feedback, and I'll give it to him tomorrow now. Who wasn't polished and didn't hit his marks and was missing bits and missing elements. So if Adam does what he did in round 2, but to a different entertainment level, and Phil plays it safe, I think Phil could be in trouble in that scenario. But you know, history would tell you that Adam's got the upper hill to climb.
Yes.
Phil come out serious this time.
Maybe. I think you could be right there. Glenn and DB Greatness. I don't know how familiar the two at the bottom are with DB Greatness. Yeah, this is one that I don't think I can even. Well, based on round 2, I can't put predictions on shit. But I really can't put a prediction on these two because I just don't know which way they're going to go.
The way Glenn's going lately, I'm going to put my money on Glenn.
That'd be fair.
I honestly think it. I think it's a coin toss. I honestly think either one could pull it off. So it's honestly going to be who had it, who gave it out their all at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
This is my snoozer of the round. This is my snoozer of the round.
Oh, you think there's going to be? Oh, okay.
I'll tell you why.
It happens.
It's hard for me to get interested in what you're saying when you can't read anything off your face. I think being more expressional would help both Glenn and DB Greatness or whatever he calls himself. It's just hard. There's so much you can do with your eyes, and you know that. And I don't give a shit about throwing little hints and tips out because a lot of you fucking retards really need the help. But you know, it is what it is. Beast had great hand play in his last promo, and it's not something that you can force. And it looked good. That's why I'm not afraid to give out these tips. You know, you got to be able to work it into your game naturally.
And this is why I could never go to someone and say you need to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z, because if I throw 26 fucking bits of advice at them, they're going to scramble and do none of them. You know, it needs to come over time, and I think that's something that's important as well with people. If you don't have it right now, chip away at the little bits, and once you've got them, then chip away at the next little bits and go. And that's the advice that I'm going to give someone right now in the name of Tyler Grimm. He is obviously very disheartened that he lost. He thinks that he's taking back steps. I'm not gonna stand here and rub someone's arsehole and rub their balls until they feel better. Look, you need to fucking man up, get over it, move on. Don't come at me telling me you're the best fucking storyteller in EFED, because you're not. Work on your shit, because if I say to you you're going in the right direction, that should be your right. Okay, brilliant, cool. I don't want to then hear a depressed voice telling me that you feel hard done by, because I just gave you a compliment. So I'm not rubbing balls any more than that.
Do you need your balls rubbed? I know Nicholas Ryan's always looking to make $20.
That's true. It's very true. Former World Cup competitor. Oh, I love throwing these names out. Do you know what? I'm devastated that Ronnie James has never been in a World Cup.
Yet.
Let him in. Maybe
Oh,
Harrison will bring
hey.
him. See, I'd bring him in, but he'd no-show me just to hurt me.
So next year, convince BWO to let him in, and go from there.
He'd fit in great there, wouldn't he?
Oh God, I don't know if anyone's seen XCPW lately, but that's an interesting place. Yeah, but anyway, so that's what the matches are. We'll just recap them shortly, and we'll go through the top 7 places at the minute in the EFED table. So we've got DNR versus Long Daddy. We have AT versus Bane. We have Glenn versus BD. We have a greatness for Gully Guns versus Benjamin Franklin. We have Phil Marshall versus Adam Smush. We have Beast versus Jay Menace, and we have Alstrad versus Toa.
It's not Benjamin Franklin. That's the second time you guys done that. It's Franklin Benjamin, isn't it?
Well, listen, fucking. Oh, where is he? Adam Smush is pansexual, so you know who knows. I didn't come up with his name. Listen, I didn't get Don Krypton's name right once until just now. He's out, so there's nothing I can do anymore. Listen,
you were calling him Crichton.
Crichton, yeah. I never saw the P. I don't know. My brain just would not accept that there was a P there at all. I was looking at his name, going, "No P."
Grant, what's Chef's second name?
Spell it.
Something breasts. I don't know. Second Brenner. There you go.
No, both.
Oh, piss off. That's going to be my gimmick forever. Is I just can't say his name, and I'm happy with that. So looking at the table as it stands, Heresy Team 1 is sat in front with a fragile 1-point lead to BWO Team 1 and UWO for 2 points. So BWO Team 1 on 17, UWO on 16. Pandemonium then drop off ever so slightly, but they have 2 chances to turn it around. They could get 8 points in the next round. If they were to eliminate BD 30 and cost Heresy some points, and if they were to eliminate Phil Marshall and SWA's Team 2, they've got an uphill struggle, but it's not impossible. Pandemonium then drops down to BWO Team 2, who have 9 points. EMP, who are eliminated. It was sad to see all 3 of them go, but that's the name of the game. And then SWA Team 2 with Phil Marshall, which I've already double checking on this. It's not possible for Phil to win the whole thing. He would need UWO, BWO Team 1, and Heresy Team 1 all to not win at all. And that's already impossible because Gully Guns is against Franklin Benjamin. So it's already impossible. There you go. And Beast versus Jay Menace also makes it impossible. So unfortunate. Actually, it's not unfortunate because fucking Mike Storm didn't fucking show, so he got your -1. I do feel sorry for Phil because winning 2 matches and still only being on 4 points, I'm like, oh.
I don't feel sorry for Phil.
I don't expect you to, and I don't want you to. And he can't drag Mike Storm to a no-show World Cup win, which is fantastic. I'd never want that to happen. God, could you imagine? And Mike wouldn't shut up about that forever. name on the trophy, as they say. But that's it. That's all we've got. Is there anything that you guys want to discuss or go through or talk about, or anything you want to bring up? I know that BD, you talked about splicing in promos, which I agree. I'm not a fan of. I'm not a huge fan in any way, shape, or form. I do appreciate it when people cover it up well and it looks more artistical or creative or anything like that. We saw it with Lunatics promo where it literally just stopped and then went into the next one. That shit doesn't fly with me. That's just it looks horrible. And I know in Pandemonium, Tyler Grimm had a similar incident where he leant forward, turned the camera off, and then suddenly it just spliced and suddenly he was back on the camera again. It was really bizarre. If you're going to do that stuff, either don't do it a lot or cover it up well. That's all I can say. Because you are leaving the front door open for your opponent.
Yep.
And it just looks bad.
It looks bad when it's done really bad. I mean, it looks awful when it's done really bad. When like there's no effort to try and hide it at all. It's fucking awful.
I guess I like the art of having to go an extended amount of time without where either you like if you slip up, you have a choice. Like you either keep going and you finish it off, and what you started with was good enough to accommodate for that, or you start from scratch. The fact that these guys are out there even cutting, and I'll say, like, I ain't never fucking been afraid to speak my mind. Like, and Phil will still let me eat his ass if I wanted to after I say this. But Phil had a splice in under 2 minutes worth of work. It's like, what the fuck are we, like, really, you guys? What the fuck are you doing? Like, what? Like for
I think it does depend a lot on whether it's on purpose as well.
Well, and the only thing that matters is your opinion, Grant, and I'm going to respect that whether I am completely behind it or I'm left thinking, well, that sucks. You know, I mean,
I'm not going to please everyone. I think all four people on the feed right now have definitely been in that position where it's impossible to please everyone. You know, it is perspective. No. The difference is between us four here and some other people in different feds is that we can admit that it's subjective. We have that knowledge and ability, and we don't have that stupidity to say that it's not. It is. There's no two ways about it. It's, you know, I would be doing injustice to this World Cup if I didn't say that my opinion is subjective. That would be wrong.
Right.
But yeah, that's sort of where I am now. But yeah, the one thing I will point out before we leave is I wanted to say a big appreciation. The people that have lost and reached out to me, I mean, fair play, and know what about one person has annoyed me with their response back, but you know, it is what it is. But for the other people that have been respectful and have gone, okay, yeah, I can see why. I can see that perspective. I can see what you've seen. I do appreciate it. But the people that have won and then reached out to me and gone, what can I do better? That for me is really intriguing. And I'm always here to give impartial advice, give you critique on your promo, you know, whether you won or lost. I've got no issue with that. Some people are very sure of their work and they still deliver. Some people do need to hear the things they did wrong or need that reassurance that what they think they did wrong was what they did wrong. It happens. So I do appreciate that. Anything from you gentlemen before we close off?
Good.
Fabulous.
I got nothing other than the fact that
I wish everybody. I'll let you close this out, Casey. I'm good with everything so far in the tournament. Nothing's rubbed me the wrong way. I learned in 2023, halfway through, better not take it too fucking personal, otherwise that's gonna bite you in the ass. And I mean, it just go like shout out to Gully. You know, I told Justin I'm not a big gimmick guy at all, so I haven't tuned into all of his work, but I respect Grant's opinion on the matter. And if the guy just came out here in one promo of the round, it just goes to show how wide open and how anybody's game this really is. I mean, at any given, just like football, any given Sunday, anybody can go out there and win, unless you're the Bears. Fuck you, Gully.
I'm excited for round 3. I'm still kind of giggling for what we pulled off in round 2, even though we might have lost points, but I still think it was fucking funny. Because no, I don't think anyone kind of saw it coming. But no, it's been fun. I tried to tell Tyler Grimm that in round 1 after watch, I knew what I dropped. I saw what Vane dropped. I honestly thought I dog walked him. I didn't. I was very wrong in what I thought. It's just if you don't move on, or if you haven't moved on, keep your head up. Listen to Grant. Grant's been doing this for God knows how long. Take the advice, and if you win, again, go ask Grant what I do wrong. That's the one thing I kind of liked back in, when we were in 2-letter land and we had that comp fed. It didn't matter if you won or lost. You still got feedback of what you sucked on, and what to work on. And that helps out immensely. Just makes you a better talent, makes you a better performer. So I would definitely do that. Go ask Grant, hey, I know I won this, but where did I kind of mess up where you're like, you won only because of this. But yeah, that's all I got.
Grant, what did you think of that?
I think that's a fair analogy.
No, what did you think of us pulling the click clack bebop screw job?
So as I said to Adam earlier, very clever, very, very clever. There's no point in me getting in my feelings about it, because it was never a rule. There was never a law there. There was never anything to say you couldn't do that. And I think more for me for thinking that couldn't happen. It crossed my mind. Don't get me wrong, it crossed my mind. But yeah, kudos. That will not be possible in World Cup 7 without consequence. I'm not putting it in this year because there's no point. Can't do it halfway through a tournament.
When Josh brought me back into the team chat group, because I had taken myself out because I kind of felt losers don't belong in the team chat because I lost. And I was the only one in the team to lose. So I was really pissed off at myself. So he brings me back in. I'm scrolling through the conversations. I see kind of where everyone's at. And I'm just like, all right, before no one no-shows, this is my idea. Let me know if you're all cool with this. And Josh was like, fucking do it. It's like, all right, cool, we're good.
Do you know what? So I'll be honest with you, because I didn't watch. I watched a couple of matches last night, just because I know I had a long day today, and I saw that you had posted, and I saw it said posting on behalf of Seth and Adam, and I didn't look how long it was, and I generally thought to myself, I went, he's doing like an intro for him, and then you're going to watch one of their promos, and then just the other one straight after. So I was expecting to see like this fucking 10-minute thing, but I would have allowed it because it's 2 separate promos, whatever. And then I clicked it and saw 4 minutes long. I went, fuck. That was the process for me.
Did I sell mine? Did you guys really think I was going after Goat's head?
Because I watched. I saw the Casey was because I was trying to find Goats and Seth's promos, and I was intrigued to see if that was it. And then when I saw it was 4 minutes, I went, "Oh, right, what is this?" Watched it, and then so I didn't actually watch your promo till after I'd watched the Casey one, so I already knew what was going on. But kudos, because I think the story that you told was very good. I think what pissed me off more was you had your opponent at the end of your promo. And I can laugh about it because it's funny as fuck. And as I said, clever and kudos. Yeah. No, good shit. Fair play. It's not bending the rules if the rules aren't there to be bent, right?
Correct.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
And it technically isn't cheating, so there you go. Heresy sit at 18 points, top of the table, with BWO Team 1 and UWO just pressing ever so slightly against their arsehole Let's all find out what happens in round 3 when we have 7 heavy hitting matches for you all. I would not like to be the judge in this, but I am. So let's have some fun. Let's see what we can bring to the table. And I hope we're going to see 14 of the best pieces of work from those individuals that we could possibly see, or we won't. We'll see. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, all. We'll catch you for we're there. So the next time we're on, we'll be announcing the final round 4. Ooh.
Yes.
Right.
So the 12th, 13th till 5 a.m. You've got to get that in. We're in India. Josh, do you want to say the stadium and the place where it is?
Yeah, we're at the fucking Speedway at the corner of Desert and fucking Camel Pussy. I don't fucking know.
That's exactly where we are.
We're gonna have somebody. We're gonna have somebody chauffeur us around.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
And it's going to be JD's mom. So
no, she's just gonna be chauffeuring around my kids. Wink, wink.
Thank you very much, everyone.
The swimmers.
We'll catch you next time.
Good luck, everybody.